Hello and welcome. My name is Jason and I'm the owner and founder of Reforming Trauma Coaching and Counselling. Today we're going to explore healthy coping skills versus unhealthy coping skills. Let's go. Everybody is prone to stress and distress, but why is it that some people seem to manage better than others? Coping skills are the strategies and techniques that we consciously and unconsciously use to help us to tolerate and manage stress and distress. We generally learn these coping skills through watching and interacting with others during our childhood, so parents, family, teachers, friends, all those sorts of people. If we are surrounded by people who only ever use and display unhealthy coping skills, then chances are that's what we will also learn and adopt in our own lives. The same applies for those healthy coping skills. So if people around us only ever use healthy coping skills, then that's what we'll learn also. Makes sense, right? So let's have a look first at the unhealthy coping skills, and then we'll go across to those healthy coping skills. So unhealthy coping skills can be cutting, self-harm, self-medicating, misuse of legal and illegal substances, so tobacco, alcohol, marijuana, all those sorts of things. Unhealthy coping skills also include withdrawing from family and friends, excessive shopping, excessive gambling, increased sexual activities. It can also include using violence or abuse against other people, shifting the blame, not taking responsibility, procrastination. Sleeping too much or sleeping too little, and overeating or undereating are also examples of unhealthy coping skills. Unhealthy coping skills often match how we think and feel during times of stress and distress. That is, when we don't feel good about ourselves or our situation, like when we're sick and got the flu or the cold, it is generally much harder to find the motivation to do those good things. When we are feeling down and depressed, withdrawing from people feels natural. Likewise, when we don't feel or think good things about ourselves, we generally don't care too much if we consume dangerous and toxic chemicals like alcohol or drugs, even though we know in the back of our minds that these chemicals have the potential to destroy our bodies. Since unhealthy coping skills match our feelings and thoughts, it can be much harder to implement healthy coping skills, especially when those skills appear to be counterintuitive, like socializing instead of withdrawing. The key to applying healthy coping skills is first learning your stress and distress triggers, and then overriding the unhealthy coping skills you would normally rely upon, and replacing them with the newly learnt healthy coping skills. Your stress and distress triggers can be a result of daily stress, like paying bills, problems at work, relationship breakdowns. Can also be the result of mental health diagnoses or personality disorders. Once you become more conscious of your stress and distress triggers, you can really begin to proactively reduce your unhealthy coping skills and so increase your healthy coping skills. Healthy coping skills require attention, persistence, focus, commitment, and lots of practice. You will need to repeat the healthy coping skills on a regular basis if you want them to become your new default setting. So let's have a look now at some healthy coping skills and see how you can use them within your life. So educating yourself is a great healthy coping skill. The more that you know about your stress and distress triggers, the better equipped you'll be to manage them. Knowledge of your triggers not only helps you to help yourself, but it can also help you to explain to others what you are experiencing and how they can best support you. Finding supportive connections is a great healthy coping skill, and it links in with the first point. You will always feel more supported if the people you are reaching out to understand your experiences and if they have the capacity to provide you with empathy and sympathy. If the people that you are reaching out to only invalidate you, then there's really no point in continually seeking out their support, right? It's toxic. It's not good for you. Socializing is a great healthy coping skill. As the old saying goes, misery enjoys the company of one. Socializing is not that daunting when you have truly supportive and understanding people around you. People who truly understand you will understand that you may not feel like talking much, and they'll understand that simply sitting next to you quietly watching a movie is all that you need right now. Learning mindfulness is a great healthy coping skill, so finding the time for mindfulness or even prayer can help you to keep your mind and body calm and relaxed. Using positive affirmations are great also. So positive affirmations are the mantras that we repeat to ourselves during times of stress and distress. For example, you might repeat to yourself, I've got this, I'm strong, I'm not alone, I can get through this, those sorts of things. Exercising is obviously a good healthy coping skill. So exercise is important to keep the blood flowing throughout your body and brain and helps to keep our bodies fit and healthy. Not all exercise has to be outdoor or in public. There's online exercise classes and things like that you engage in, or just have a small group of friends at your home. Just something which is helping you to manage that stress and distress that you might be experiencing. Journaling is also a great tool, so keeping track of your thoughts, your moods, your feelings and behaviours will help you to identify those stress and distress triggers and patterns that you may not be aware of. If you want healthy coping skills within the workplace, then here's some things for you. So work in accordance to your strengths and weaknesses. So if we look at stress and distress in relation to bipolar disorder, for example, you may need to adjust your work schedule or your start and finish times to suit your emotional highs and lows. So during hypomanic or manic episodes or phases, you can complete more work, which can cover you during those times when you're feeling less active or motivated. It's also a good idea in the workplace to be open and honest. So inform your employer about your strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, not all employers are going to care, but some employers will, especially if they see it as being a valuable asset. So with this in mind, talk to your employer about any employee assistance programs like counselling services, not just for you, but for your family also. A great healthy coping skill is managing your work-life balance and practicing self-care. So all work and no play won't make it harder for you to manage stress and distress. Even just taking a few days off work to relax can work wonders for your mind and body. So there we go. We've had a look at the healthy coping skills and we've had a look at unhealthy coping skills.